Hi, I'm Yashwant. Welcome to the YASWANTH PALAGHAT show. The theme of our today's episode is the much needed social media privacy. For today's episode, we have a guest with us. He is Sai Satish, founder and CEO of Indian Servers. He's also a renowned cybersecurity expert. So, hi Sai Satish, I'm privileged to have you here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Yashwant. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Satish. Can you introduce a little bit more about yourself to our audience?
Well, myself, Sai Satish, CEO of Indian Servers. As Yashwant told you, same. I do address lots of passionate students. Yashwant was student around 4 years back, I guess, at
Yeah.
Narayana Gudur. So when I went to his college, he was working on machine learning, and he's one of the topmost candidates at Nellore district. So generally, to introduce myself, I don't want to say so. Myself, Sai Satish. I'm just normal guy. That's it.
That's simple. Yeah, so our theme of today's episode is completely about social media privacy. So as we are completely attached to the social media in our everyday life, so what matters the most is privacy, like how importantly we are caring about the privacy and security when we browse during our everyday time. So what according to you is social media privacy?
See, I privacy is a myth. Privacy is a myth, actually. Even whatever we are discussing right now is getting analyzed by the bots, is getting analyzed by different kind of algorithms. Privacy is just a myth. For example, if you open Facebook, if you just have a Facebook app in your mobile, that Facebook app itself is recording all the activity, whatever you do. For example, just open your Facebook app in your mobile. Just Ishwant,
Yeah,
let's do a small try. Just open Facebook app in your mobile,
sure.
then go to menu, the right side top corner,
Yeah.
just go to menu, just
Yes.
come to settings, just come to settings,
Yes.
then scroll down one more time, settings,
Yeah.
then scroll down. There you can see one option called off Facebook activity or manage Facebook activity. Can you see that? Manage your off Facebook activity. Manage your off Facebook activity. Tap on it.
Yeah.
Manage your Facebook activity.
Okay. Yeah, it asked me
It
password.
asking your password. Yeah,
Yeah.
enter your password.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
got
Now
every app.
whatever you do, how much time you're browsing LinkedIn, what kind of profiles you're searching, what kind of activity you're doing in other applications, what kind of messages you're sending, almost all activity Facebook is recording. There are two types of data stealing this there.
Yeah.
Few users, they themselves will share the information. Few applications will sit silently and steal the information. So privacy is just a myth. And even it can, your smartphone, even it can detect whether you're moving on a bike or aeroplane or in bike, or in a car, or what kind of speed you're right now maintaining. Every information, the pinpoint information your mobile can record. Even if you're in a conference, if you're discussing something with your friends, no need to chat. If you're discussing something with your friends, it will observe some sort of words from your conversation. It will start popping up such type of ads. And if you go to Google AdWords,
Yeah.
and it will show you what kind of person, what kind of ads will be displayed to you, the
Yes,
categories
I
of the.
experienced that.
Yeah, depends upon the target person, the ads will be displayed.
Yes.
One of the quotations, uh, you have to buy the product, else you'll become a product. In social media, people are the products.
Yes.
People likes, people dislikes, people interests, people thinks, people companies are purchasing. See, if I show you a small animal, if I create some sympathy over that animal continuously, people will purchase that animal, or people will start showing sympathy on that particular animal. If I show some animal as a cruel animal for many years, people will start hating that animal. It's all advertisements. So these social media profiles, whatever you call social media, or This particular advertisements are impacting our brain a lot. That changing how we see the things. That changing how we think. If you take even they're changing our thinking capabilities also. Like this, every only white skin people will get success. Do you know how? Only white skin people will get the success according to one ad. How come it is possible? So a lot of nonsense activities, a lot of nonsense ads will be pop up. Your brain is getting changed, and privacy is just they are stealing your data and they're changing your minds, and they will make you to expose to others. For example, if four of your classmates says I got 100 likes, fifth classmate think, oh, I'm getting only 10 likes for my post. Now I have to get 100 likes. Even Facebook or social media will change the mindset to think in their way. So that's how right now the world is. So people should be aware about the psychological game of this social media now. Yes, Ashwant.
Yep, it really makes sense, Arif. So, like in general, like most of the people talk about privacy. Like whenever they get a form or whenever they get some information to be asked by someone, they're really concerned about their privacy, like whether to give details or not. But of them, 90% of the people are reckless in setting their passwords and pins. So they just set some numbers and date of birth, but still they talk about privacy. So how do you think, like, why people are reckless about these pins and setting passwords? Do you think it really matters?
See, passwords, when people want to set the passwords, I do recommend one particular category. When you're using passwords or pins, create three types of passwords, three categories of passwords, not three passwords, sorry,
Yeah.
three categories of passwords. Confidential password, second one is confidential passwords. For all the confidential websites, set a confidential related passwords. Second category is financial passwords. Wherever you do financial activity, set a finance related passwords. For example, SBA one password, ICICI one password. Third category is useless password. If it is okay to reveal the password to public, for example, I have around 40 laptops. Around four laptop passwords are just 12345. Let me tell you why. Because I have to share that particular laptop to others. I don't want to reveal my actual password to
Yeah.
public. So I don't set that particular password. I have to share that laptop to others. So at the time, I'll use some useless password. Example, your name, your surname, your mobile number, your date of birth, all these comes under useless passwords. Easily people can guess. So when people are using, when they have to share the pins, instead of using the same pin and sharing that particular pin or the password, set a useless password for those accounts where you have to share, and you can share it. That's my recommendation for the users.
That's good, sir. So, like social media brought up various security issues and cyber crimes. So, I mean, it is also benefiting the people in such a way that it is good for communication and it has various networking options. While apart from that, there are also some security issues. Like, why do you think social media has brought up all these privacy issues?
Let me tell you one more issue.
Yeah.
Actually, these days, some people are creating some identity theft, doing some identity theft. Many police officers of our Andhra Pradesh face one issue. They got some fake profiles, and these officers shared a lot of information on Facebook. One guy captured that information with photos,
Okay.
and this guy started talking with his friends, that police officer friends, as him. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a kind of identity theft. Once you share a lot of information that you're going to that hotel, you're going to this particular swimming pool, you're traveling to this particular location. For example, if you said you're traveling to Singapore, somebody will create a fake profile. Then he'll says, I got stuck at Singapore. Now please don't call to me, because you already updated that you're traveling to Singapore, right? So someone will create a fake profile with your name, and he says, I lost all my money at Singapore, please don't call me. This is my another account where you can transfer some money to this particular account. This is my Singapore friend's account. They, actually, this is happening. I'm not creating some story here.
Yeah.
This is happening. If you just Google, in last 2 years, more than 100 police officers face this particular issue in our country. I'm not talking about general people. I'm saying police officers face this issue. So what about the public? every day. Even recently, 1 month back, one of my classmates faced this issue. So it's very, very dangerous if you upload all your activity. Just think, once Buddha said one thing, when you're saying something, just think whether it is useful to you or to the opposite person. If it is useful, then you can share. Before sharing, you have to know whether it's right or wrong. Since it is not related to any, I mean, what you say, it's not related to any scam or something. Think whether whether it's useful or not. If it is useful, then you can update in the Facebook or other location. Otherwise, someone will use this particular piece of material or piece of information to do crime against you or with your name. So you should be very careful before you update all the activities. It's okay if you upload all the activities, but make sure your friends have some cyber sense. Then they will not fall in the trap. You don't get any immediate issue. Your friends may get some calls with your name. You should be very careful about it.
Like up to what level of information can we share? I mean, what we can say as it's okay kind of thing.
See, it depends upon the person again. For example, if business people are there, they have to expose themselves. Otherwise, society don't trust. If employees are there, they have to expose at a certain level. If another category of people are there, they have to expose at their level. So it depends upon the person to person. For example, if a business person don't expose about his business, people will think his business is well. So he have to expose. He have to show off little. If a student is exposing that I made some copy and this is my cheat, so that is one kind of issue. Okay, so if a girl just exposes herself, exposing herself to get likes, that's a kind of another kind of issue. So it's all depends upon the person mindset and person's personal profile also.
Yep. So like we are highly dependent on social media nowadays. So can you suggest some ways like how to use social media with control?
Yeah, important question. See, we have to control social media. Social media should not able to control us.
Yes.
But when you keep on using social media, at some level it will control. Let me tell you one thing in Telugu. First thing is balavantam, sarada, alavatu, vyasanam. Let me tell you, translate this in English. Balavantam, force. Sarada, just for fun. Alavatu, habituating. Vyasanam, addiction. For anything, these four will flow. In social media, the first stage will not be there, forcing. For example, generally I use this for drinking drinkers. I use for this one. Someone will someone will force you to have the cigarette, the first cigarette. After that, you'll take for fun. That is sarda. You take for fun. After that, it become habituation. Alavatu. It will become habituation. After that, it will become addiction. The same formula will apply for social media also. Just for fun's sake, when you start exposing yourself to the public, all your activities, it's okay if you're a businessman, because if you don't expose, people will think your business is dull and you're out of it. If you're a student, you have few things to expose, not all the things. Even for a businessman, limited possibilities are there. Not he should not expose all his liabilities. He have to expose his assets only. Okay, so just think whether it's useful to you or whether it's useful to others. If it is useful, seriously, then you're happy to share. Self, you have to self judgment should be there. Just judge yourself whether it's really useful to the society, then you can share. See, social media, we have to use social media. Social media should not use us. You can post that you have donated blood. Because of after seeing that particular post, maybe at least 2 or 3 people will get inspiration. They'll start donating blood. You can feed dogs and you can post that in social media, not for exposing that, showing off. Just seeing that particular post, at least 4 or 5 people will feed dogs. You can post something that you're feeding some birds, you're pouring some water, you're planting, you are doing something for birds. At least 2 or 3 people will do it. Such type of things, Social causes are important. You can do it. uh, what happens if you eat chicken biryani or mutton biryani? Who cares about it? If it is giving happiness to you, okay, go ahead and share. Facebook is free, you can do it. But remember, at, if you're sharing such type of things, means social media is using you. Next time you're going to get such type of ads only. You're going to get chicken biryani ads or chicken masala ads from next time. If you want to see such type of ads, you can share that. Okay, who will decide what to share, what not to share? We are not the things, but you're the person who is sharing. You have to think whether it's good or wrong, good or bad, then you can share it. Okay. Yes, Ashwant.
That's great, sir. So like one more thing, like this is a trend now, stealing personal information by offering something for free. So if something is offered for free in the internet, is it really free?
See, Facebook is not free. Google is also not free. When you're using Google means there are lakhs of servers, not just one or two servers. Google is maintaining more than 20 lakh servers. Who is funding it? Are you paying single rupee for Google anytime for your searches? You're using Google since many years, right? Have you paid a single rupee? Who is funding it? Advertisers are funding it. The ads which are displayed on the particular web pages, those advertisers are funding Google. Facebook, have you paid a single rupee for uploading photo? No. They mentioned that if you upload 100 photos, you have to pay 1,000 rupees. They never said like that, right? Where this data is getting stored in Facebook servers. They obviously have to provide internet. Facebook servers, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is paying. That means your data will be used to generate money. Whatever you search, that will be captured. Based upon your searches, ads will be displayed to you, and you're becoming the product. And it's okay to some extent. DuckDuckGo is there, and privacy search engines are there. You can use it. VPNs are there. You can try. You can try VPNs also to mask your identity. Tor browser is there. You can try that also, where your activity will be anonymous. So you can try those things to be uh, just to avoid your issues. Just I'll tell you one website. Just try this particular website where most of the activity will be hidden. Okay. Prism-break.org. Prism, Prism hyphen break, break.org. If you go to this particular website, there are plenty of tools where your activity can be masked, your activity will be hidden. You can try that. Okay.
That's a great tip.
Yeah.
Like not only on social media, so like I mean there are various courses you can say, like people will create something for free and it just what like register it for free by giving your
Yes.
information. So
Yes. Yeah. That is what I about to tell you. Sorry, I forgot to complete that
yeah,
answer.
yeah,
See, uh, free means who will pay? There is nothing called free lunch.
yeah,
There is nothing called free lunch. So when you see such type of admins, obviously they are getting something. Even uh, don't expect anything for free. Don't expect anything for free. Even oxygen is not free. You have to give carbon dioxide, then only you can take oxygen. So if you are seeing something is free means it's no, something background is there. You can say open source. For most of the applications, take most of the open source applications, there are two types of versions are there: community edition and pro version.
yeah,
Take Metasploit, take most of the open source softwares. Take Nmap, pro version is there, community edition is there. So when you see something for free, you are in a kind of trap, or you're what you say, it's not completely free. All features are not free, and expecting free is also very bad, because most of the politicians habituated the word called free. No, don't expect anything for free. Pay something to get something. Pay something to get something. Even the developer should get some fund, right? So don't expect anything for free. Pay something to get something.
that's really great message, sir. Like can you share any real time example in your career that you think is the biggest cyber crime or social media malpractice that you have ever seen till now?
Social media, not related to social media. I have seen
Okay.
plenty of cyber crimes where I have seen 5 crore cyber crime, 16 crore cyber crimes also I have seen, but not related to completely related to social media.
Okay.
So they make some mistakes in their server, they make some mistakes in their database, some their configuration issues. Such type of things I have seen. Not completely related to social media. In social media, most of the cases are related to fake profiles. So somebody will create a fake profile, they'll steal the images. They're not financial frauds mostly. In social media, some basic financial frauds are there, like identity theft is happening more, but they are not more than a crore, less than crore only. Okay.
Okay, sir. Like, what are the immediate actions that one should take in order to stay protected? So, like, if you're advising someone who are sitting you directly, so what are the advices that you can do, what you can give, so that
What kind
they
of
will.
problems are they facing? Yeah, what kind of problems are they facing? If they're facing any identity theft fraud, immediately report that particular profile. Instead of blocking that particular profile, you have to report that particular profile in case of identity theft. Point number two, if it is any fake pages also, in pages also you can report it. Reporting is very, very important. Second one is cyber bullying. These days, some people are creating some sort of nonsense profiles just to post some nonsense comments under the video. Remember one thing, cyberbullying is also a crime. There is a website called cybercrime.org. Cybercrime.gov.in. Cybercrime.gov.in. What are the cyberbullying issues? What are the phishing attacks? Whatever basic cybercrime also report in the particular website. These days, social media is coming under the control of government, central government. So obviously, whoever makes some nonsense comments under your photo or under your video, just take the screenshot, copy the link of the particular profile, report it. It may not, uh, I mean, he'll not get punished immediately, but surely at some time he'll get punished. So don't worry about the dislikes of the video. Don't worry about it. But if some nonsense person posted a comment, surely report it. Okay.
Okay. So
Yes, Ashwant.
like, what is the one advice that you can give to the people who are willing to start their career in cybersecurity?
Cyber security for starters, it's not the game. It's not for starting. If for beginners, it's not the game.
Okay.
For starters, I do recommend just study programming language, different kind of programming language. Try get into machine learning, data science is there, deep learning subject is there. You can try deep learning. But for starters, cybersecurity is not appropriate one because there is very less openings are there for starting guys. For freshers, very less openings. So don't expect just by doing some certifications, you'll get into this penetration testing job. Cyber security is must for everyone. Cyber security should be common sense for everyone, whatever the department you choose. Whether you want to go for biotechnology, whether you want to go as a mechanical engineering, cyber security must be common sense. This should be must and should paper. It is not optional paper. Cyber security is must and should paper for all the people. But when you want to choose this as a career for freshers, no, very less opportunities. Just do one thing. Just Glassdoor website is there. Glassdoor. Just open that Glassdoor. Just search with the word called cybersecurity. Just check how many openings are there. Very less number of openings, but packages will be good. Experienced. It's for experienced people only. How do we get experience? I'll tell you that part also, but not in this video. Some other time we'll discuss about especially for cybersecurity.
Sure. Like, one last message that you can give to the audience on social media privacy, on consider it as a last word or something.
Yep. So when you want to share something, just think whether it's helpful for public, whether it's helpful for you, or you want to make it as a memory. Remember, there is an option called private, public, friends, friends of friends, and me. I upload a lot of pictures, but I most of the time I share. Most of the time I share social stuff related. Sometimes I'll share the things where I travel because I have to expose myself because I'm a businessman. If let me tell you one thing, one guy, let me share my screen. This
Sure,
guy
sure.
only. Just wait, just let me share my screen. This guy, Mr. Surya. Okay, just enable screen share.
Yes.
for
Anyways.
participants. Yes, after a long time meeting this guy, Mr. Surendra,
Okay.
this guy. So this guy, actually, I was a student of KL University. Okay, KL University. I completed my post graduation at KL University. After that, in 2009, I have completed. In 2009 itself, I delivered a huge talk. I paid 22,000. My annual fees is 22,000 for post graduation. 66,000 I paid. But for my event, I earned 1,80,000 for my one talk. 2 days event, one talk, 1,80,000 I earned. So fantastic response from university. Seriously, fantastic response. All students applaud me. But this guy came, this guy Surendra came. He said one thing, Anna, you delivered a very good session, but you didn't change anything. ఏంటన్నా ఈ డ్రెస్ ఏంటన్నా నువ్వేంటన్నా అన్నాడు. Said like that. He's just thinking about my dress. This guy only question, what kind of dress you're wearing? Is it the purple? Is it a type of dress you have to wear while delivering the sessions? Till then, I never thought. Till then, never thought that people will consider my dress, my skin color, whether I have beard or not. Instead of listening what I'm saying, he's thinking about my dress. So then I decided, oh, people will concentrate on the things what you wear, not mostly on what you say. From then onwards, I started sharing whenever I travel on flight. I have to share my flight pictures. It's a type of thing. Seriously, it's a kind of mindset people have developed. Of course, I didn't fall in that particular trap. Finally, I'm not sharing all my flight journeys. Out of 10, I'll share 2 or 3. Okay. So like that, it's happening. So if you're in a business person, you can expose, but remember whether it's really important for the public or to you or to your business, then you can share it.
Sure,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, Yashwant. I wish you all the best for your career.
Thank you so
All
much,
the
sir.
best, Yashwant.
Yeah, we have got some really great tips and suggestions from you, and so I hope like everyone who is watching this will get benefited out of it.